He matapihi nei kōiwi ki te ao o nā mata.
These kōiwi all come from my home in the Catlins.
I think for me, these taputapu are some of our greatest kaiako. So for me, I'm really interested in looking at these tauira that we find in these excavations, these tools that our ancestors, our tupuna, were using.
Basically imagine that it's sandpaper, you're filing it down to get it nice and flat.
Ko Maritan tētahi o ngā tauira tohu kairangi, kua hau mai nei ki tēnei wānanga no Ōtākou whakaihu waka me tōna hiahia kia hono atu ngā tauira Māori ki tēnei wāhanga o Te Whare Wānanga. Nā tan I arahi I te wānanga nei me tana ruku hohonu ki ngā ngira kōiwi me ngā kōauau.
We get quite a lot of Māori tauira really interested in first year, but because of a lot of cultural difficulties in the space of archaeology, we see quite a lot of drop-off before they can make it to postgraduate studies. So we're making kōauau and needles. They can either choose to do it the way our ancestors would have done it, using stone tools and traditional tools like that, or we've got some students using drills and saws. And so these bones have come from my family, so my whānau, we're hunters, and so when my dad finishes processing all the meat, the rest of the bones and like the frames get put out around the headland.
E hara tēnei ara I te ara tuatahi mō tēnei uri o te atiawa, a Dali Philippi, engari ko tāna, mā tēnei wānanga e hāpai ana I ana rangahau, mō tōna tohu kairangi, e pāna ki te whakamahinga o ngā tipu taketake I te tai tokerau I ngā wā o mua.
Well, I hadn't really worked with bone much before, but also just learning more about the history of the marae here, Ōtākou Marae, and some of its tauira and like all of the long history of the tupuna who were here, like how the marae was established, its history, as well as some of the really important stuff that's been coming out archaeology-wise around this whenua and how it's being taken care of today.
He tau tuatahi a Terry Climo ki o tākou whakaihu waka, e whai ana I te tohu mātai whai paratangata. Nā tōna kaiako I panaia I aia kia hau mai ki te kaupapa nei.
I've learned a lot about the local hapus here and a lot about the traditional methods that they were using, especially with objects I didn't really think about, like flutes and like stone flinting and stuff like that.
I really hate seeing things go to waste. Like I really am conscious of using all parts of a resource of an animal. I think it's really important. So that's where the sort of the whakapapa of the kōiwi, where they've come from. Archaeology is so much more than that, and I think I really want the students to think about that. So that's sort of my hopes.
Nā tēnei wānanga I putai nei tauira ki te ako, ki te hono, me te whakatipu pukenga me te mātai whai paratangata. Ko te mana ko ia, ka hua mai he wānanga anō, hei ako, ake nei. Shakaila Andrews Alapaki, Tahu News.